attackers, I think, was a phrase we're looking for. Anyway, here we go. Bans,
you predicted
Clubhouse,
Habana.
and I predict Lion as the next one. Guidance have, of course, been banning Lion throughout this entire match. What? Okay, so Lion's in play.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Guidance had been banning Lion throughout today. They banned Lion in both maps, Oregon and Border, and here you go. They decided to go for Maverick instead.
The Maverick ban makes a lot of sense on
It does.
Clubhouse specifically, so I could see why they would ban it. It forces, of course, the attackers to now play with a Thermite instead of having the flexible options. And you know what? We were saying, oh, it's rare that you get to see the Maestro and Echo banned together. Well, there you go, Michael. What do we know? Maestro and Echo both banned. Pulse and Smoke have been saved. Valkyrie saved as well.
I don't want to say. I don't want to say it's rare. I want to say it's like it doesn't happen every day, but it does happen.
Yeah,
you know? And here we go.
In general, everything does happen, but this specifically having these two ops, especially considering that this is Clubhouse, where you kind of would love to have at least one of them, they're both gone.
Yeah.
You can't play either.
Yeah, and it's the same thing for the hard destructors. Usually you want to have 2 hard destructors on Clubhouse at all times, and now you cannot, which means Thermite will be played every single round. Bold prediction, I know. It's crazy.
That's why you're the analyst.
Yeah, right? So, yeah, Thermite will be definitely played every round. He's the only hard destructor. You have to bring him on Clubhouse. There is not a single site here that is easy to attack without hard destruction. That's just a fact. I mean, I guess the bar, but nobody goes bar.
Yeah.
So it doesn't count.
Bedroom maybe?
No.
Because you still need to go into cash.
You need the hard destruction.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to attack from, okay, on this one you need to open up the garage and the server wall. On bedroom you need to open up the jacuzzi wall. You can also open up the construction wall if you have the extra hard destruction. On the basement, obviously the drop downs or the construction tunnel, you know, or blue wall if it's reinforced, or church wall. You know, it really depends on what you're trying to attack, right? No matter what, though, Clubhouse, you need hard destruction. So, yeah, Thermite gonna be played probably every round. Also, Lion.
Yeah.
So
let's talk about the Lion in the room.
Yeah, he's gonna probably be played quite a lot. We've got Sophia being brought out by Guidance Gaming, something that has not been happening quite a lot in this best of 3 just yet, and Glaz, which has been prevalent and will continue to be prevalent.
Now, here's the thing. A lot of people listen in to some pros on Twitter or to us here talking about Lion, and they're like, wow, it seems like Lion, you just press 4 and you win. The thing is, it doesn't really work like that because you still always need some droning with it. It makes things super easy for a high-level coordinated team to get frags off of it.
What Lion enables is a type of gameplay, a style of gameplay that is very, very hard for the defenders to deal with. And it is doable. It's possible that Red Devils can counter it at Guidance Gaming when they're on defense too. However, it puts the attackers more in the driver's seat than they would be otherwise. Yeah. I think that's the really important thing to notice.
They can control the engagement and the timing of it.
It gives the attack so much of an edge that it's hard to lose their fights. Though it is possible, you have to actively mess it up.
Yeah. Well, Smokes is going to get thrown in here for Miracle as he walks in. I can understand why he's using the smoke, but maybe a bit too low in positioning here. He'll get tagged from the opposite end and instantly dispatched by Miri. He's going to put himself back up pretty much full health. Highs in from below, a bit too slow on the buck. I wonder if the Glads had waited for just a bit for the buck to open up the bottom floor of stock and get something out of it. Maybe that climb up would have been a bit more successful.
That buck is also being curiously timid with his skeleton key. There's a lot of potential for damage to be done here, but he's just taking it very slow and hasn't really done much with his skeleton key overall. The potential kind of being wasted here from Guidance Gaming, especially after losing the Glaz and using an EE1D. This is not a great start to this round.
Just a thing, is there a Mira on the... Yes, there is. There was a Mira on the
odd
roof. Well, okay.
Don't see that very much.
No.
But all right, the wall was opened, which is curious. I really have to wonder. There's no bandit, and there's only one hard destructor, and it's Thermite. Midi misses some very important shots and will be dispatched by Aconite. So A really substantial loss there for the defense. Alpha will take out Vitz, so Guidance Gaming really fragging out when it matters most. VNX takes down Plush. Abreu will be pushing into server and puts some damage onto the Thermite, but not enough to get the down or the kill. As he reassesses the angle, he will actually lose the fight to Aconite. Well done to that Thermite. Velvet with a really poorly positioned run out and attempted a C4 will be dispatched by Highs in the second for Highs. GG takes the round.
Okay, can I can I be the one?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
I'll let you.
Let's start things off with the story of Glass. Comes in, garage is clear. You're like, oh my god, I have free reign in garage. That's huge.
Woohoo!
Gets instantly shot because he was trying to walk through the smoke, and it's kind of obvious where you spot it. They just spray through it and get the kill. Bam, easy. One player lost. You already have a Mira on the defense that has been set on the wall facing the balcony, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned it. Where's the bandit? Where's the mute?
Yeah, why? Okay, you have one hard.
Come on, man. Like,
Maverick is banned.
It's right there.
He's the hardest counter to that bandit tricking. Maverick, not Thatcher, not grenades coming from the window. Maverick is the hardest counter. He's not there.
He's not there. So nobody uses bandit. Nobody uses mute. Free kill there, even with the mirror window available, because obviously you can't do anything through it. It's just there to give you info. Oh, hey, by the way, they're gonna thermite the wall. Yeah. Really? Are you, wow. Wow, Nostradamus over here. So that part is done. And then the Mira is engaging in long-range fights when the attackers haven't even gotten into the site and haven't been able to plant. What are you doing? The Jaeger as well, doing the same thing. Just let them come in.
Yeah.
Play your advantage. I don't know.
You've got C4s.
You got everything.
Yeah, you've got, I believe they had a Valkyrie. They've got a Valkyrie this round. Where's the camera in the site? To call the push, so then you can try and counteract said push. I mean, they were wildly peeking everything. They did have a Valkyrie. I remember it now. It was Velvet. He went for a run out with the C4 onto server when nobody was in server.
Yes.
Why? What? It was a very sloppy round.
I don't know, man.
It was sloppy from both teams.
Yes.
Very confusing. Anyway, moving on.
Hello.
In this round, we're just gonna
mosey on to
tuck that one under the bed, and we're gonna move on now.
Never happened, by the way.
Basement defense here from Red Devils, and we've got only one hard destructor. So here's the real complication: when you're attacking the basement, you don't have a Habana. That means you can only open up so much, and especially it's compounded when you don't have a Maverick as well. A Maverick can open up drop downs. Not really easy, but you can do it with him. And
it takes like 2.5 canisters if you really practice.
Yeah, it's a pain. Also, you're exposed when you're doing it. It's very dangerous. So anyway, only a thermite means likely one drop down and one wall, or 2 drop downs. Whatever you should choose to go for, though, it comes with its risks, because you are always going to put yourself in a bit of a tunnel as an attacking team if all you have is thermite. The defense will have the advantage no matter what on a basement hold, because they will be able to adjust to your attack knowing where you use those thermite charges.
Yeah, personally, I prefer using the thermite charge on Moto and on Church. A Church take, when thermite is the only hard breacher available, is a much more efficient attack, because sure, you have more angles to play with, but trust me, once you get to Church and you have to waltz on in with only one door open, that's not going to be a fun time.
And that's how it was done on Clubhouse
Back in
Basement
the
Attack.
day, yeah.
Before Habana existed. You would attack through the Moto drop down and open the Church wall, which is the wall just to your right of your screen right now. And it does not seem to be the plan right now for Guidance Gaming. They're a little bit all over the place.
Well, you know what reinforces that theory even more? The fact that the first wall in the hallway from the armory is reinforced, which means you can't go through it as the attackers, because you can't really expose yourself through there, but you're also protected from the side angle, which means your thermite should have an easier job.
There might be a mirror window on the Church wall. Can't quite tell. There is a mirror in play. Miracle, though, just could have, wow, rashly push into the room and die to the C4 of Brew. Vitz will also take down Alpha. And yes, that mirror window is there, but it's... What a shot from Abreu onto Plush. VNX also takes down Aconite, and it's all up to Highs. He takes down the Mira, but he's got to find 4 more with only 16 seconds left. This is a really tall task. Yep, from the hallway, Midi will finish him off, and what a round for Red Devils. 1-1 is the scoreline.
The interesting part is, of course, the Mira window setup. As you know, we're not able to control the camera ourselves. I couldn't ramble on and on and on and on and on about a Mira window setup. But in that case, it was a middle reinforcement on the church wall with 2 side walls that are completely soft, which means the buck is even stronger on this.
It also means that you can open up 2 drop downs.
Yes.
And still get the church wall open.
Yes.
Which is huge. If we could seen the thermite maybe open blue drop, open moto drop, and then an actual, like, you know, focused push onto blue and moto, like, is
too
pretty
slow.
standard.
Why is the glass going through moto? Why is he not going from blue?
I'm gonna try not to touch on it, if I'm being honest. So we're gonna just try to move on with it. Like, but hey, theoretical push. Hey, if they open up the blue drop, they open up the moto drop, and then skeleton keyed opened around that mirror window, which was isolated and exposed. A church wall blue push. Perfect solution to that problem, and we probably would have seen a very successful attack, or at least a more successful attack of what we just witnessed. I really have to question the way that the Glaz was playing it. I get it. You see an opportunity to push into the site. You have the advantage of the smoke, but too exposed. No one else was there to support you. You don't have blue control, which means there's no crossfire. It was risks abound, and he died to a C4, rightfully so. That was well played by Red Devils. There's nothing else to be said about that situation. I mean, there is. I'm gonna try not to. So, cash defense again. And last time we saw this, Red Devils were unsuccessful, though they did manage to take the glass pretty early on. What I think Red Devils, the mistake that they had last time they were here is that they got a little ahead of themselves. They tried to counter the push before the push was fully executed by Guidance Gaming, allowing Guidance Gaming to get some easy picks. On top of that, Red Devils did not at all hold the garage. They forfeited it completely to Guidance Gaming, who took it and were happy with some easy control.
They're going to do it again, I think.
They just
High's already in on the buck. And there you go.
Look at that. All right, so Miracle pushing his way into garage forward free. The curious thing about this is the rotation hole is also opened up. I'm guessing they're...
Just reinforce the whole wall if you're not going to stay in garage.
My guess is the reason they opened that hole is not actually for rotations, but rather to kill the Glaz as he pushes up these stairs, which, in all fairness, worked last time.
And will it work again? The Glaz is down on the floor. There you go.
Yeah, it seems it has worked a second time in a row. So the Glaz has been down. He will likely be finished off at some point. There it is. Mini will take him down. So they're not playing in garage. They're using garage as a trap, and it has worked twice now for Red Devils.
Yeah, fool me once, right? Shame on me. Shame on you. Fool me twice. Shame on me.
Yeah, so that's really Midi's fault. I mean, he was Miracle's fault. Pardon me, Midi on the one to get the kill. But he was trying to use his smoke to counter that. It didn't work out. Plush will take down Midi though. So the refrag, this is pretty much playing out the same way we saw it last time.
Yeah, right now the only thing is that Red Devils have lost that long-range ACOG play. We'll see if they make the same mistake they did before, which is overpeak against opponents that are ready for them, and this time from below. High's actually close to nabbing this one on the Jaegers. Now VNX is fairly low on health. Not much time here or space to allow for a pickup. And yet again, Red Devils are neither bringing a mute nor a bandit. Curious, indeed. So Aconite should have already opened the wall. VNX will rotate back, but will be frozen in place by the Lion. Abreu will peek and get the shot on Alpha, but will get taken down by Plush, who just walks into the site on the Lion. Vitz is trying to maneuver his way around it as he finds 2. Vitz will get it down. And the diffuser is now on its own. High so far away now. We'll have to rotate up. And they didn't even open the wall.
Wait, what? All right, so Highs from the balcony will die to Vitz. Well played to Vitz. Massive props to him. That was his round. Salvaged. So the mirror window, I'm guessing, is why that wall wasn't opened up. That's actually a really nice mirror window position if you think about it. It allows for a line of sight onto anyone trying to plant a exothermic charge on that wall. I believe you may be able to plant it on the far corner, but it's very dangerous still at that
repel
point.
and do it bottom up.
Yeah, he could also repel.
And which means that it's almost impossible. It's impossible to find a shot through that mirror window if you
repel upside down. So yeah, so there's the counter for Guidance Gaming, in case they were wondering. There you go. You have a thermite. Use them. Is all I really have to say about that.
Fair point.
They also, hey, they could have maybe opened up a wall into construction, which seems to be a big part of the Red Devils defense. They had 2 players in construction for quite a long time, very exposed. Potential for kills there. A split push would have been nice as well. I mean, maybe pushing from construction specifically, because they keep losing their glass and garage.
Maybe
that's the thing.
Should just not push through garage?
Exactly. Red Devils are opening those angles, not playing in garage, and holding the long angle with the ACOG from the dock because they want to catch you in that push. They want you to push it so that they can get the kill.
Yeah.
And, well, that's exactly what happened. They killed the glass second time in a row. Maybe try coming from construction. See what happens. Maybe you'll have better odds there. Guidance Gaming got really lucky the first time they attacked through garage. And it wasn't because of their garage push. It was because Red Devils got ahead of themselves. This time they didn't. And that's why Red Devils were able to take it. Now they will go to Jim.
Alright, we'll see how Gym Bedroom works out, or doesn't, for Red Devils. I mentioned this a few times in the past. Personally, I prefer wall destruction, especially between Gym and Bedroom. That is more on the bottom side, which means you get to spot the feet and not the bodies if you open it up from the middle. Because if smokes are thrown into the site, you can actually spot the feet much easier than the bodies, and the attackers more often than not will not be snaking on the floor. So they can't really do anything against you in that position, and you pretty much get free kills from it. And see, of course, that impact trick that we used to see in the past from Jacuzzi does not work as of the Grim Sky patch, so you can't do any of that anymore. Same thing for the garage walls on the opposite end. So there you go, easy entry right now into the site from Guidance Gaming, and they're just looking for any rotations. Miracle just holding a long angle here on the G8.
So, another long angle being played. This one by Highs, very tight indeed. You will be cutting off rotation in the main hallway. Very important role to play here for the Thatcher. Dangerous one at that. Not necessarily an easy fight to win. Pretty much a one-to-one challenge for whoever tries to fight him. Midi inside of the offices. Very exposed there to anyone who should peek him from the drop-down. He might be able to OD DPS with the SMG-11 though. While it does have more recoil than it used to, it still has substantial DPS. Velvet going to be hit by the Guzmats from the lifeline. Alpha rushes in but loses the fight to the dock. The EE1D not assisting enough. Aconite will refrag onto Velvet, and before Abaru able to get his own refrag onto Highs. One for Vitz onto Plush, and it leaves just Miracle and Aconite. Aconite in the playmake position just by the bathroom, and he will be shut down by Abaru, leaving Miracle all alone. 45 seconds left with very little HP. Not a great situation, but he will get the flank, and that's okay. He finally finishes off the flank, and he gets another kill onto Abaru, definitely outskilling the Mira as he attempted to run out somewhere or another. Very low HP though still for the IQ, and as he hits the Legion Mine, he's put down to 25 total points. No gas canisters though on Midi, which means he could make this push happen. Very likely another goo trap right in front of him through this door, and the constant marks mean it's a pre-fire from Midi to end the round. Red Devils take it and put themselves up 3-1.
It's pretty consistent rounds that are being taken by Red Devils, and honestly, if it were for that huge blunder of a round to the first time on Cash, where they overexposed, this might have been a 4-0.
It definitely looks like a very dominant one so far.
It's the defense. Again, this is Clubhouse. Defense kind of has a bit of an advantage.
True. That's in all fairness. It is defender-sided map.
Especially with the fact that there's 2 hard breachers that are banned, and only one of them is available.
Yeah, this isn't just a defender-sided map like we say Coastline is an attacker-sided map. Coastline is kind of balanced. It's slightly edge attackers. But Clubhouse is defender-sided, and that is so reinforced, emphasized, compounded by the fact that we have 2 hard breachers banned. No Hibana, no Maverick? Oh yeah, you bet it's a defensive favored map. Sure, Maestro and Echo are both banned, but while they are very powerful no matter where you use them, I would not say that Clubhouse is their best map. I'd say Maestro is definitely better here, but still you can live without them.
Yeah.
I mean, we even saw those bulletproof cameras in Garage where you would normally see an Evil Eye working wonders.
And, you know, this is the thing. Guidance just kind of forgo the whole idea of, you know what, we have a Thermite. Why do we even need to use his exothermic charge, right? So, they didn't use it on Cash. It was there. It was available. Might as well have all 3 hard breachers banned at this point. But here, we'll get to see what RDevilS have in stock for us here, as Velvet is setting up his Black Eye here on the Valkyrie. Midi is Black Beast set in the Armory, just falling back, and we'll see the same mirror window as before. Double reinforcement on the, well, actually that's a one difference, is that back then it was only 1 reinforcement. Here it's 2 with a mirror window in the middle, and the left hand side from inside looking out is completely soft, so you can counter your opponents through it, which means that Aconite can actually use his thermite charges on the hatches.
Yeah. Will he though?
Yeah.
That's the
question.
Remember last time they attacked the basement?
Yeah.
Very weird use of the hard destruction. Remember last time they attacked Cash? Very weird use of the hard destruction. So, what are they going to do with it here? Guidance Gaming seem to be putting an emphasis. Why do I always say that? Seem to be trying to take into blue, which is pretty standard. And it will be very likely the mirror window to try and stop them. It's not really a lot of great ways for the defenders to hold blue. I mean, usually if you lose the initial layer of blue for defense, it's all lost. But if you've got a mirror window inside of Arsenal facing into blue, you can kind of mitigate that. Plush will open up, or why did I say Plush? Aconite will open up the drop down into Moto. So that's a good start for this push. Miracle holding the long angles into blue, and he sees his opponent but chooses not to shoot him. Second attempt and no go. Third attempt and shots fired, but both will miss. Okay, curious choice there for Vitz. I have no idea what he was thinking. And a free kill for Miracle. So
minute 10, I would not venture out that far.
Minute 10 as a Legion.
Yeah, like that's your time to shine, man.
Yeah, that's when you're laying down these traps, and oh man, it's gonna be real hard when the attackers push into blue. Look at all the goo mines they have laid out for them. Ha ha ha! This is gonna hurt them a lot, and it's doing damage. You know, Miracle just lands on a goo mine, so it will waste some of the the time he has on this gas can, or rather smoke canister, but still not as many as it could have been. The mirror window in a great position, and the Valkyrie going for the shots, or trying to bait out some shots from Miracle, but the EE1D going to force that Valkyrie to stand still. No capitalization from Guidance Gaming. The push in through Moto also seeing a little bit of a halt. 1 EED left, but so little time, not enough time to use it. The goo mines still working wonders. Mini gets the first kill for his team. Abreu the second onto Plush. And what a flank this could possibly be, but the Thermite reads it and counteracts it. Aconite, what a frag. Midi, though, gets his second. And it's a back and forth as Miracle on the Velvet, VX on the Miracle. It's all up to Alpha, though, coming out of blue, and he's shut down by yours truly, Midi, with 3 frags.
The diffuser was right in front of Midi here, and all he had to do was just stand here. Of course, he gets the quick spot on the Ash on the rotation and gets the easy frag through it as she moves into the church. And yeah, there you go. Yet another successful position here from RDevilS that are now up 4-1. 2 more rounds, and RDevilS are back in Pro League.
So close to the end. It feels like it's been a really long one for these teams. And how long is it? Actually, has it been
3 hours?
3 hours now? Yeah. So it's been a long
It definitely feels like it.
And it's almost weird that actually it's almost weird that it's coming to a conclusion now. I mean, it could not. We could transition to the second half, and Guidance Gaming, here we are on the second half right now. Guidance Gaming could start their comeback. This could be just a landslide in the opposite direction, as again, Clubhouse minus 2 hard destructors equals defense favored.
Yeah, with the fact that, of course, you have both hard breachers banned, This could really start to cause a lot of problems for Red Devils on the attack. So.
Could you imagine if it was Habana and Thermite?
Oh boy. They're reserving that for Rio.
Well,
It's gonna be fantastic.
yeah, we've actually seen that a couple times on this map too. We've seen it on this map. We've seen it on oh, what was the map? Border. Remember when we saw SK take out the second hard destructor? I think it was against Rogue.
That was an interesting matchup.
Actually, it was pretty good for SK. It was really well played. We also saw, remember the Millennium match?
Millennium
where Hicks
Vitality
was
game, yeah.
with the fuse shield?
Yeah, they banned both. Back then, there wasn't any Maverick.
Yeah.
So we only had Habana and Thermite.
Mm-hmm.
That was actually an extremely fun game where Millennium played out of their minds and pulled strategies.
Hicks especially.
Yeah, Hicks especially, of course, on the fuse shield, but they had already played this like literally a week before, a style similar to it, in the French Nationals, which actually were last weekend as well, again, which were won by Millennium.
Yeah.
So congratulations to them. But we'll see if we can congratulate Red Devils at the end of the day for qualifying directly into Pro League, because they're not too far away from it here.
And they're not done yet, though. Again, I highly suspect that Guidance Gaming are going to push this all the way to overtime.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I know it's 4-1 right now, and that's got to be demoralizing for Guidance, but Clubhouse Basement, Clubhouse Basement. I keep saying it, and I'm going to keep repeating it until this is over. Red Devils can win this, sure, but I don't know. I think Guidance have got a good chance of bringing this back. So, full reinforcement on the church wall and a bandit tricking will be the strategy for Guidance Gaming instead of the mirror window that Red Devils were using. I don't mind this. I think it could work out great. It just puts a lot of pressure on that bandit to do his job properly.
Yeah, but to relieve a bit of that pressure, that's why they brought the mute, so they can combo both operators at the same time. You know, that's why you see Red Devils bringing the Thatcher as well, so it kind of just all works out eventually. But what it does minimum for Guidance is burn a lot of time.
Yeah. And that time is being wasted away, as you can see, down to the last minute here. And Root still has one exothermic charge after opening up a drop down. And you can see his target is clearly going to be that church wall. Now, this is where it all goes down to the bandit. The buck grenades, though, could counteract the bandit tricking. They will not be successful on the first volley. The bandit will actually... Oh, wow,
Ooh.
That's it. That's all the exothermic charge is gone. There will not be an open church wall, which means this is going to be a rotation into the arsenal, as the arsenal wall has been left unreinforced. A full 5-man push here could be actually a tremendous recovery for the attack if it's allowed to happen. Abaru gets the first frag of the round onto Aconite. Nobody's holding the back of Armory, and Alpha will rotate in an attempt to deny the defuse plant, but he's unsuccessful. Midi with the cover. This could be it. Match point as the diffuser goes down. It's all up to Miracle and the smoke in a 2 versus 5. Miracle missing some really important shots onto VNX and will lose the fight because that High is the last defender. And it is all but over here. As he attempts to fight the line, he will lose. A perfect round for Red Devils. A nice rotation despite the thermite charge being taken down, and match point.
2 things to say. First of all, you know that I talk a lot about that wall being reinforced? You see why now.
Yeah.
Because of that. And that's how you recover your round.
And you know, there's ways to counter it. Like we saw the Buck trying to open up above, but that is notorious for being one of the hardest walls to nade over in all of Siege. It is such a tight angle, and he missed.
You know how you make it even more complicated? That's a bit of a trick. Here's the thing. You know, their reinforcements will all reinforce from the inside out, right? So the red metal part was towards the inside. However, if, and this is only a hitbox thing, I don't know if it's a problem or something, but if you're reinforced from the outside in, your nade almost has no chance to make it over.
Because it juts out from the side you're reinforcing. There's the little kind of lip of the reinforcement.
Even if you practice it to nail it consistently, you still can't, like, it's so difficult to actually hit, you can't rely on it.
Yeah.
Because of the way the things are reinforced.
Well, whatever the case, even in the best situation, it's a hard nade to hit.
Adapting in the last 25 seconds, that's exactly what I think we should be highlighting here.
Yes.
Because that is something that we didn't see a ton of earlier on, but as we got deeper and deeper into this matchup, it seems like RDevilS have no problem doing so. Yeah,
serious props to RDevilS for seeing, hey, we can't thermite this wall. But you know, we have a Buck who has a skeleton key, and hey, armory wall's not reinforced. Also, hey, nobody's playing an armory. What was that? Where? Why? Well, why isn't there a pulse? Why isn't he underneath kitchen? Where is the information that you could be gathering right now? Where's the C4 from below that you could potentially be getting kills with? Where's the C4 from the side? You could be killing.
No Mira.
You know what?
Playing bandit.
You can bandit trick that wall, but you can also just play a pulse in armory, pre-open a little, you know, C4 hole from armory and toss it. As soon as Thermite goes to open the wall, hey, look at double kill. You get him and the guy covering him, or the Thatcher, or whoever it is. Doesn't matter. My point here is, I don't know. There's some tools that could have been used by Guidance Gaming in that round. Now they're on match point, and they have to win 4 in a round if they want overtime. So, Cash Room, the next attempted defense here for Guidance, but it is looking pretty much over here for RDevilS, as they are very dominant on this map.
All right, I'll see the Buck from Midi here. Opening things up, Midi has done quite a bit of work throughout this entire best of 3 series.
Indeed.
Now Abro will do exactly what I was mentioning before, repel and try to thermite from the repel itself, right? No, he's gonna go down. He doesn't even need it. They just destroyed everybody in the bow. Oh, Midi, what is that? He turns around and flips into highs, takes him out, and will drop off for just a second. He's low on health now, but my God, the damage has already been done. The castle is lost, and there you go. Even the castle that is the entire site has been breached by the Thermite. Beautiful play from RDevilS.
Yeah, well done to Midi to hit that flick, and he also did some damage, if I'm not mistaken, to the Bandit. Alpha all the way down in the basement, and he will be going for a flank, but not going to be seeing any targets just yet. Miracle will get the first kill for his team, though, onto Velvet, so not all is lost yet for Guidance Gaming. Plush still inside of the garage, very dangerous position to be playing right now, and he will go toe-to-toe with VNX, even exchange of bullets and HP, both about 50. Now, that's going to prompt VNX to rotate just a little bit. He wants to stay alive and use those EE1Ds if possible. Here comes one of them. And Aconite will walk into the site, trying to avoid the skeleton key from below. This is so dangerous. He manages to walk away alive and take out Vitz with a very clean shot into construction. Miracle also gets his second onto Abaru, so it's all up to Midi and VNX from RDevilS, both on about 50 points of HP. And there goes 50 of them as Plush lands the shots onto VNX, just leaving the last 50 on Midi.
There's a 1v4, and despite the damage that he did early on, he's going to be spotted, damage done to him as well, and now he's going to watch so many different angles. Even pulling out the skeleton key just in case somebody peeks him from below. Very afraid here, and he'll try to save the op. Unfortunately, that's not how you do it. Miracle will go in, a final shot on the Bandit. Miracle doing a ton of damage here in this final round, and even the C4 being ripped at the end just to play the mind games. But there you go.
Remember we said it, defense-sided Clubhouse. This could be an overtime. Just need, 3 more rounds.
It's not impossible, that is for sure.
And
we've seen things being pulled out. See if RDevilS can pull out the victory here, or will Guidance take it?
What's the craziest comeback you've ever seen? Because for me, I think it was Penta versus Evil Genius's Invitational 2.
Yes.
Yeah? Down 2 maps and then suddenly come back.
Yeah, that's like an overall series. I want to say in one specific map, because I agree with you.
Yeah.
In a complete series, because we've only had 2 best-of-5s played so far.
Right, and that was definitely the best best-of-5 ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Best game still to this day ever.
Well, I don't know if it's best game. It was the best-of-5. 100%.
Oh,
yeah. It was probably the overall best comeback.
I don't think it compares to the major. Well, I don't think the major compares to it. Anyways.
Paris major?
Yeah, I don't think
no.
I mean, that final doesn't compare really to Invitational. No, unfortunately. But Sao Paulo last year, ENCE versus Black Dragons, Grand Final, Map 2 on Chalet.
Yes. Yes.
The comeback, I believe it was 4-0. The comeback to a victory.
Just a rocket.
Absolutely.
Too.
And it was the carry rocket, Cantor Racchetti, that really made it happen back then.
True.
It was absolutely insane.
Yeah. And then right after that, they got relegated, and now... and now...
What is yours, Chad? Please let us know, because it's always interesting to hear.
But and now, I mean, they're in the relegations, and they're fighting their way up through the... they got through the semis.
They're close.
So they're in the grand finals of the Challenger League for Europe. So ENCE could make it back. But also, maybe not.
Yeah.
I mean,
they'll have to play... Either they qualify directly by beating Empire, or they lose and then they have to play Vitality.
Yeah, and you know, honestly, that's going to be no matter what, that's going to be a pretty exciting play day.
Yes.
I don't want to say anything about it right now, but that's going to be it's really exciting play day. Anyway, gym defense here for Guidance, and they will lose the first player. Miracle goes down to Velvet. I'm not sure entirely where, but there you go. Bye-bye, Bandit.
Oh, there you go.
Cutting off rotation through the window onto the staircase. Unfortunately, Guidance did not check that.
Yeah, which really does not help their position, as now every player they lose spells disaster for them, as this might just be the end for this matchup. Remember that if you lose this game, you're still not out. You still have the opportunity to play against Pain for potential spot in Pro League.
Yeah, 2 chances. I mean, that's nice. That's very comfortable position to be in. Even if you lose, you get to go again. Now, Pain, though, of course, a very veteran team with lots of experience, so not exactly an easy fight.
No, not at all.
So EE1D with the man advantage. RDevilS going to start the initial push here onto the site, and it looks like they've already got somebody in the main hallway. That's a great position to have. Nobody actually contesting it right this second. He is surrounded inside that main hallway, but still, it's control. That's going to be the buck of Midi, and he's trying to fight the Mira of Aconite, who is relocated through the vault into doorway from bedroom, and he will peek wide, get the kill. Midi goes down. It's nice and even, though highs will be the response from Vitz and Abaru onto Plush. 2 versus 4 to keep the dreams of Guidance Gaming alive in this match. Alpha holding the doorway in from the hall, but he will come off of it as soon as he starts being pressured. That was weird. All right, so RDevilS take it. Cleaning things up, getting the last 2 kills, and RDevilS will be in Latin American Pro League.
See you next season, RDevilS. Congratulations. The 6-2 victory on map number 3. It was a tough matchup, a rehost, back and forth, everything. We end up finishing this first best of 3 of the night in a final 2-1. RDevilS